the Doctor Review and welcome to Not Pocket News for Friday the 30th of December. Today on the show, I've got to wrap up a week of news. I don't have time for three free things. Alright, here's what's been making headlines over the week. And first up, a hero song has come to a close. Pixel Image Games' Hero Song was to be an open-world roguelike fantasy action RPG. Sadly, over the weekend, studio founder John Smedley announced that the game would cease to be, along with the studio. In a message on the studio's website, Smedley explains, "For the last year, our team has worked tirelessly to make the game we've dreamed about making. Unfortunately, sales fell short of what we needed to continue development." The website explains that anyone who has purchased the game is entitled to a full refund. Steam owners can go through the normal refund process, whilst Indiegogo supporters can send an email with needed info. Moving on, and an old fantasy game is getting an expansion. Wow, I look angry. What's these eyebrows going on? Final Fantasy XIV's next expansion, Stormblood, will drop on the 20th of June next year. The expansion takes place in Alamigo and will have players face off against the villain Xenos. It adds in new areas which purportedly give a full standalone game's worth of content. Continuing with juicy reveals, and Double Dragon 4 has given us a Christmas present in the form of a gameplay trailer. Arc System Works unveiled a release date for the game and a trailer featuring a montage of the old NES game. But then at the 1 minute mark, bam, the new footage kicks in and it looks to be staying true to its source material. The game will release for PS4 and PC on the 30th of January next year. Did you get everything you wanted for Christmas? No? Well, Studio Kara may have that sorted for you. May. Not definite, but they might have. Gravity Rush got itself a short animation for Christmas. It stars the series' main protagonist Kat and bridges the stories of the original game and its 2017 sequel. The anime is available on YouTube through the PlayStation channel now. Alright, it's gone on long enough. The question can be laid to rest. The meme can be buried. This is Frog Fractions 2. A sequel to the browser-based game was posted through Kickstarter in 2014, but creator Jim Crawford stated, despite being a sequel, the title would not be named as such and would be quietly released for PC. And after 2 years of hiding, the jig is up. A nondescript game titled Glitter Mitten Grove was released earlier this month on Steam, and a few members of the game detectives managed to deduce that this was indeed the game. To access the game, you must buy Glitter Mitten Grove, reach a door located in the sky, which then leads you to the Froggy sequel. There is an insane amount of extra detail and backstory in the story. Like, one thing is that someone completed a game and then Crawford sent him a box with a button and a key, and he had to film himself pressing the button and turning the key and send that to Crawford, and then Crawford would activate the game within Glitter Mitten Grove. Like, this is insane levels to release a sequel, and there's a full link to the story down below. Now, moving on to a company that doesn't go to insane lengths to bring out a game, it's Nintendo. They're always normal, unless they're destroying fan creations. Joining in the Christmas cheer, new concept images for Zelda Breath of the Wild were posted on the Zelda Facebook page. That was a short one. And staying on Nintendo, Mario Kart 64 has dropped on the Wii U Virtual Console store. That's a weird bunch of words. The port includes all 20 courses and characters from the original title. The game will support the Pro Controller as well as the Classic Controller and Wii Remote Plus, and the port is available right now on that Wii U Virtual Console store. Lots of words. Man, more Nintendo. In an interview with Nintendo President Tatsumi Kimishima, it was revealed that the company is planning on expanding their mobile franchise. Whilst unsurprising, the company will be pushing beyond Super Mario Run and is actually planning on 3 titles for mobile devices each year. Among those releases will be titles surrounding the Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing's IP. Moving on, and people seem to be over sex. Get it? Oh, you probably don't get it. You have to hear the news article first. Hang on. Over on Reddit, the Overwatch subreddit has just passed 770,000 subs, whilst the sex subreddit has 689,000 subs. Now moving on, and some Star Wars is happening. Over sex. YouTube user Fuza has unearthed another part in Free Radical's cancelled Battlefront 3 game. This time it's all about them ships. The video again has horrid audio, but the visuals are still something to behold. Staying on Star Wars, and a remaster of XWing is on its way. A group of modders are on their way to fully remastering the DOS game, and my goodness, it's a beauty. The remaster is intended to replace the old executable file for DOS or Windows, so yes, you gotta own the original base game, but the original base game is currently available on Steam, so you should be sweet. Please stay on target. Now it's time for Thing of the Day, and I've had a week, but I haven't made a title, so... This week, of course, marked the passing of cinema icon Carrie Fisher. And to celebrate the life of the princess, Star Wars The Old Republic players gathered at the House of Organa on Alderaan to join in celebration, with fireworks and dancing aplenty. And as it's been a long week, here's a second thing. This one being a point-and-click adventure from Infamous Games based on the hit Netflix series, Stranger Things. Alright, that's it for Not Pocket News today, next Pocketeers! Now remember, there is a second video today where we answer your asks, the asks that didn't get finished last week. Sorry, David! Yes, and there is a link to that above or below depending on where you're watching it, and remember to follow the real Pocket people, at NickBoy, at Pierreth, at GGEditMonkey, and at Samgu. There are links to everything I just said above or below, again, depending on where you're watching it. And if the Pocket Boys are back next week, and this is the last Not Pocket, well, thank you for watching, and I really appreciate the support you gave this little fun little experiment, a week long of random crap, and then whatever today was. Thank you so much for watching, and it's been real fun, and I love being a part of the Pocketeers because we're all such a great, talented group of people. So thank you so much for the support, and if they aren't back next week, forget I just said that. I'll say it again next week, and I don't want to repeat myself. So, forget that. Wipe your mind. But, until I see you again, the Doctor of Who out. Ask Not Pocket is of course what happens when you set out to do 2 videos a day with a broken laptop that wants to kill itself, and then on top of that you say, oh, I'll do it all by 2 PM and 5 PM like the usual Pocket schedule, and then you realise it's currently 9 o'clock at night and that's not gonna happen, and then gets to the end of the week and like, I need a second video, so what do? You take the easy option and say Q&A, and then you spam it everywhere across Facebook and YouTube. Oh, yes! Right? I need water. Thank you. No!